You are now watching the whimsically works of Arc Wizard CJ. If you enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe.
First of 3 games, best of 5 rounds.
Okay.
Alright, I'm recording. Start this shit. Go.
Bet.
Before I go any further, I suppose I should take this opportunity to express justification as to why I'm making this video in the first place. The circumstances surrounding the event honestly aren't that deep. However, the event itself, I felt happened in a fashion that if it were to happen any other way, I'm positive it wouldn't have garnered these results or have the effect it had. I don't want to go too deep into the introduction, so I'll just cut to the chase. I was live streaming with Noah C, Talon Dillard, and we were running a 3-man squad in 4s. It was a chill night, and we eventually led to running elimination, and we ran into a Zerk by the name of Illest Truth. Immediately, when I started playing against this Zerk, I knew right away something was off, especially after he queued with us 3 times in a row. That wasn't what was bothering me though. What was the most abhorrent part was how he was playing Zerk. I keep saying this. A turtle Zerk is literally broken because Zerk trays are always uneven. There was nothing intrinsically about Zerk that allows any competent player a legitimate opportunity to outplay him. And Zerk literally has every major mechanic in the game except a stun tap. That being said, this person literally just feinted the top heavy over and over and over with no real opportunity to react to anything. The only real way to counter Zerks that play like this is prediction or them giving an opportunity for you to punish them via a mistake. I think it really says something when a character is so good you lose to the character and not the player.
Zerker is kind of stupid on cover.
And he's taking advantage of the fact that he has fucking Vin series too.
Oh, damn.
Like, do you see that? Do you see how he plays? Do you see how he plays? That shit is garbage. You're not fucking good, big fella.
Just so Talon. This nigga just quit.
Yep.
Look at how he's playing. That's fucking trash.
How'd he get?
And there's a glitch.
A shield
and there's
again?
a glitch giving him shield. Just run away.
What?
Just back up.
I just saw that.
Bro, literally just back up.
Back up, Talon.
So take advantage of that. Get in your fucking face.
He's gonna quit.
Shield bash from Talon.
Got it.
Good shit.
You trash! That wasn't a good fight! Of course, you know who the fuck I am at this point. I expressed my discern via colorful shit talk, even though about 70% of it was just me entertaining the stream for the sake of entertainment, and what a surprise. He was watching my stream the entire time. The reason why we were able to queue up with one another is because he was stream sniping. He was in my live chat saying things like, I'm just a butthurt trash can, I'm irrelevant, I need to get good, stop whining, and taunting me with laughing emojis and whatever the fuck niggas say when they have large egos. So I go, people are pressured by the
BB, I'll never touch For Honor again.
And he still lost.
Wow.
If you feel that confident,
Oh.
alright, let's go.
What?
You want me to do it? You want to do it after this game? Hunger?
I'll watch.
That's wild.
I will actually go try.
Dang, bro.
My nigga's
Man,
really about to. He about to not play For Honor no more,
bro.
That's wild.
I really want to get that one. And surprisingly enough, he accepted it. He even said if I 3-0 him, he'll delete For Honor. The dude was so cocky, to say the least. He undermined me entirely and disrespected me repeatedly when addressing me, and yes, that shit was very obnoxious, but I was more than determined to prove my point on stream, allowing him this opportunity to beat me, and allowing me an opportunity to present a live example of what I don't like about For Honor's play space. Honestly, I see this as a good opportunity to really elaborate on my personal feelings towards scenarios like this as a whole. More so, putting it into video format, for me, really enables me to share these thoughts on a scale large enough to reach thousands of people at once. I want you guys to see this in its entirety, not because I want to expose this person, but because of what happens after and the conversation that ensues. Without further ado, watch the video, ladies and gentlemen. Before the clip starts in its entirety, I have to let you guys know that there will be music playing in the background, so it might be hard to understand at times. I do ask that you bear with me because the general message does get proven at the end. I just ask that you stick with it and watch it in its entirety. It was ripped from a live stream and I do apologize.
Shut up, X. Yo, X, I want to practice with you too.
I actually wanted to practice some duels. I was gonna hit up some people, and I was gonna literally look at the top players on fucking Grandmaster, just hit them up and practice dueling.
Yeah. But majority of them from the ones like I can read off the list now. Let me show you. Like,
I see you,
Pol-
baby.
Poltier is pretty good. I don't know what the fuck Setmix is doing here. He just decided to pop up, but he's from PC. He's the guy that beat me and Itachi in the 2v2 tournament yesterday. Cole's good at Shinobi. I don't know Colad. I don't know Griff.
No one cares.
Join
Get
the
in here,
game.
nigga.
Hey, stop being mad. These niggas kill me while I'm at it.
You're out here causing problems, talking shit, and then when you get in here, you're not willing to follow through with it. Get your ass in
Who
here.
said I wasn't joining? This is round 2 out of 0. We just won. Calm down. I'm getting my XP. You are not that important.
Bitch ass nigga,
Then
you
why
in my
are you in
comments
the
running your
stream?
fucking mouth. Why you in the stream? Go beat your dick and go about your day,
You mad
bitch.
at nigga using feints, but yet you gotta gank the win. Come on now.
Double deck, well, nigga.
The
I
other
don't
niggas,
speak that fucking
they
long neck
goats. I ain't gonna
language.
lie. The other niggas, I ain't got no problem with the other niggas. They goats.
No, bruh.
Niggas,
No,
you see
bruh.
niggas
You
saying,
literal.
"I
No,
like
bruh.
thanks."
Nah, bro. Get your bitch ass in here, bro. Stop talking all that reckless shit. Get your ass in here, bro.
Retrieving data. I'm gonna join you in a minute, bro. You're not that important.
I'm gonna join you in a minute, bro. You're not the okay, bitch. All right. You know what? I'm not even gonna say no more. I got nothing else to say.
I didn't know we were 12.
I got nothing else to say, my friend.
Tell Freaks I said hi. I go to his stream to say, but I don't remember his channel name.
It's literally 3 places above you.
It's Noah C.
Go ahead and run this shit, bro.
It's me. Like the fuck? It's me. Alright, you ready?
Let's go.
Alright. Alright, King, don't lose. You can talk a lot of shit now. This shit gonna look real
Hey, I
bad.
can't predict the future. If I lose, I lose. But if I win, I'll win. What do you mean?
Y'all wanna do a bet? Y'all wanna do a first to 3 or what? Yeah, do a first to 3. Yeah, first to 3.
3 rounds
And then what?
or 3 games?
First to 3 games, best of 5 rounds.
Okay.
All right, I'm recording. Start this shit. Go.
Bet.
Hey, Hellhound. How you
Yeah,
doing,
it is.
baby?
It has been a long time since I've seen Hellhound.
It don't matter which team I pick. It don't matter.
Yeah, I'll go red.
Okay, I'll go red.
Yeah.
Alright, Noah, you got your popcorn?
Go ahead and pick your
Yeah.
character first, bro. I don't want no counter pick gay shit. Let me know when you pick your character. Okay, cool.
I got it. Who was in the Bushi? I kept fucking up my deflect. I kept trying so hard and it just wasn't giving it to me.
It was me, my guy.
It was not
Bitch, I'm
giving it to me.
piped
Also,
up
it-
against Scissor. Oh, let me focus on.
Ludicrous, I can't avenge you. You're too trash. You couldn't even help one of our friends get 20 kills yesterday. I'm disappointed in you.
Thanks,
I'm
Colonel.
sad.
Hey, Aseo. If you need me to take off my mic too, I will. I know I got a lot of shit going on in the background.
Just mute it. Just mute it.
Alright.
Alright, call me. Or no, kill me. Noah, murder me.
Bet.
Who's supposed to kill me?
Kill me.
Keep on! You can rest in your graves! Do I have to keep on myself? Fight to the last man!
What were we saying about not throwing out attacks?
What are you doing?
I was bullshit. I was bullshit after all the break. Goodbye.
Victory!
Saturday. We have been talking about some issues.
You see? What do I pay you for? Fight! What? Fight you? That's not a trial. That's an execution. What? You're done.
Ooh, I didn't stand that. Ooh, good fight. I don't know how to fight. Just got that, but whatever. Whatever the fuck wants.
Victory!
I wasn't even guaranteed. Hopefully you get it back. I'm not gonna.
Fight for your lives! Do I have to kill all of them myself? What? Fight you?
Good fight.
Another one.
Victory!
Hey, I would when I'm wrong, I should have stayed in my place. Fuck it, I'm a man in my way. I'll fight you to the end.
Keep on to the rest of your graves! Take as many of them down as you can!
Victory!
Good fight. No, I'm in the game right now. I can't come in now. Don't come in.
What do I pay you for? Fight!
Victory!
Fight.
What? Fight you? That's not a trial. That's an execution. Do I have to kill all of them myself? Prove your worth, you
Alright, in 3-0. Unfortunate.
Round 4.
Fight you? That's not a trial. That's an execution.
what's the dagger fight?
Alright, that's 2.
If he loses, he's in the shadow realm. That's what happens when you lose any type of first to 3s, first to 5s. So. Alright, let me go ahead and remute my mic.
Alright, bro.
Victory! Round 2.
Alright, man.
I'm a man of my word, though. I'll send you a screenshot.
I mean, I'm recording this, so it don't matter either way.
I had depression before this. Get my depression. Also, Noah, you're from Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're neighbors. Georgia boy.
Oh, that's what's up, man. My brother's out there in Georgia. Where's Georgia, actually?
Yeah, I'm over in the Dalton area. I used to live in Lafayette, which is the most white trash place you've ever seen. So much trash, man. All heroin. Nobody there has.
That's wild. That's wild. But King, I think you owe my nigga Arch an apology, man.
An apology?
Yeah.
You called him trash, and then you got 3-0'd in a best of 5.
I mean, I can say good fight, but I ain't
So
I mean,
But yeah, man.
I
I mean, oh, that's a. I just want to see if he got enough pride or he got too much pride.
Good fight, in my opinion. I'll say GG, but I mean, I'm not gonna make you.
I mean, hey, bro,
Bitch, 'cause that's not gonna happen.
it's all good. It don't.
In all of our times here, we've all dealt with people that have too much pride. I myself have dealt with somebody that has more pride than anybody else in the community.
Too much pride because I won't say sorry. I went up to his house, threatened to shoot up his family, and then he beat my ass, and then I was like, "Oh my bad, bro."
Well, you know, I was having fun with my homies. I was having fun with my homies, chilling. Yeah, I was talking a little shit, but you weren't playing like a bitch. Let's not be fucking further about it. And then you came in my chat talking all that shit. I say, I'll 3-0 you. And then you was talking mad shit saying you'll beat my monkey ass.
You gotta learn to carry them.
That has nothing. That has.
Why can't you carry the berserker lights?
Bro, it's not about parrying the berserker lights. You have hyper armor on every second hit. You were completely and totally abusing that. It was very abundant and obvious when you pop revenge would only do that mix up because no one is trying to suffer from damage. It is.
But wait, here's my theory. If you knew I kept doing so, then you stopped.
Because you have hyper armor. What part of that do you not understand?
Parrying it stops the hyper armor. You knew I was doing it, so why couldn't you parry it?
Bro, you were using whiff tech, and you came in with the hyper armor and the overhead unblockable. It is one of the only unblockables in the game that has hyper armor. I think it's the only fucking unblockable in the game with hyper armor. You literally.
But you knew I wasn't gonna let it fly, so why didn't you? Okay.
How do I know you're gonna let it fly? I'm not a fucking psychic.
Listen, I'll let you talk.
That's retarded.
Listen, I'll let you talk. Let me talk. It's the same thing if I'm using the Bushi getting
enough, my dude.
It's the same thing as if I'm using the Bushi getting 2v1. If I'm switching between characters getting ganked, right? I kick one of them, but switch and do the light to the other nigga. He can parry that, right? So why can't you parry the light? You know I'm throwing it. You saw me throwing it the entire game, so why can't you parry?
We get you. Well, I'm trying to get you. Okay, this is what I want you to understand. This is just a whole competitive mindset. I just came from New York, right? On some tournament shit. I just lost to a berserker because of those same lights and that same things you were doing. The same hyper armor. That shit's gay. I understand that, so that's why we're trying to get you to understand, bro. I just want you. This is all I want from you, bro. And you don't have to take this from me. Personally, this is you between you and Arch or whatever. But all I'm saying is that if you have an OP character, bro, don't talk shit. I play Nobushi all the time, bro. You just played Nobushi and just got beat up. Now, I'm not gonna say the same thing would happen if it was me versus Archer or anything like that, but you don't know the matchup if it's Nobushi. Berserker hinders your ability to know actually how to play the game, like legitly. Berserker is broken because of his hyper armor and lights. But go ahead, Talon.
Noah is a modern day tournament player. I'm an ex-tournament player. We're both in the top of the world. We are among the top of the world. We know what we're talking about when it comes to this. Berserker is in a broken state where he has 400 MS attacks with hyper armor that can be accessed after fainting and unblockable. That in and of itself is busted to a point that people can abuse it, even if they don't have thumbs. And this was proven as you just lost every single round whenever you weren't using that mechanic. Now you, being you, are still continuing to try to justify yourself and say that you don't have that much pride.
I'm not justifying that. I know Berserker's broke. I know he's an OP ass kid. Finish. Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
You are still trying to justify it by saying that, okay, I was abusing it, but why couldn't you stop it? When we are all agreeing, 3-1, that it is an almost uncounterable, except by prediction, mix-up. You lost. You are not as good as you think you are, and therefore you need to drop the pride. The pride is there, even if you don't want to admit it.
I would say that I might not be good as you niggas, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad player.
You're not a bad player. Nobody said that.
I don't understand most matchups. Here's why I don't understand most matchups. Because I literally take chunks of fucking months out of this game. I don't play it repeatedly. I recently started playing it repeatedly. I was literally going off reaction and what I knew from past experience. If if I was playing like as much as something like Noah or as much as Talon, understanding the matchups, I would be able to play even more aggressively, even more passively. Choose running. You were doing, it was a lot of really predictable shit. The best mix-ups I think you did was with Orochi, because Orochi's lights are just that fast. But the flights were good. But the thing I really don't understand that, like, the way I feel about it, I'm not mad at you. You're like the 101th person to do this. The other 100 got to pass. You're 101 to really. And I understand, you know, it's like, hey, fuck this nigga to talk shit. I understand that I talk shit, but I just need you to understand that I am good. I need you to understand that you're trying to justify bullshit in this very moment in front of an audience of 200 plus people. While I'm recording it, I'm gonna upload it. I'm letting you know right now. I'm letting you know beforehand. I don't understand like why people do this. Problem with this game to me, and the biggest irritant for me, is that we have a bunch of people who think they're better players because the character they play is better than the player. And the only thing I'm trying to get through doing this is that I just need you to understand, bro, all the characters I was playing were reactable. I would say that the worst character I played was Warden, because Warden shoulder bash mixed up is tricky, but almost hidden stance it every single time, so you knew what you were doing against the matchup. You just made a bunch of bad calls, and I was able to react to things that you weren't. But the bottom line, bro, is that I'm not gonna call you trash, no point. But recognize that when I say what I say and when I talk the shit I talk, it's because I'm a nigga that's been playing this game since February 13th to 20th. I know what I'm talking about. I know what irritates me, and I know what's bullshit. You constantly feigning the hyper armor. It's like Shigoki that never gets hit out of his hyper armor. It takes the mix-up out of a mix-up. It's not a matter of me not being able to predict or to parry the lights. It's literally something I cannot parry or punish. Zerk's second lights are the only lights in the game that slide off the board. No one else's lights do that. They bounce off the board. But because of Zerk's ability to slide off the lights with hyper armor and continue that chain, there is nothing I can do as an individual. I either have to roll away, get you to reset, or you have to give me an opportunity to parry. That has nothing to do with the character. Nothing that the character has built in allows any opportunity for me to punish him. It's literally you as a player have to fuck up for me to get a punish. And you constantly abuse the hyper armor. There's nothing I can do. That's what we're trying to say. You don't have to apologize to me.
CJ, Noah, and I have all played the same characters throughout the entire game. We played Valkyrie, which is the bottom tier, and Nobushi, which is mid-bottom. It is very hard to get with us about overpowered. It's hard to argue about any of it.
It's just plain and simple.
You know what the funny part about the whole thing is whenever I first found out about Faraam, my friend Lester told me about it, and I was debating on getting it or not, just because it's an Ubisoft game and everybody knows Ubisoft servers are trash. And then I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it was Ark. His video was the first nigga that I watched, and then I ended up getting it, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And then I played you before. I know I played you before, but I didn't know you were a YouTuber at the time. And then my friend Asbel 17 McKinsey was like, yo, that's a YouTuber. And I was like, stop playing, I played that nigga before. And he was like, no, for real, look him up. And I was watching your stream the entire time, and this nigga just kept trying to get into the same game as you, kept trying to match up with you. And I was like, why are you trying to get into the same game with him? Just let it go. He obviously left for a reason. He doesn't want to play you again. And then he was like, nah, bro, I'm trying to get him again. And I was like, all right, if you get him again, I'm going to use Zerk. Because the game before that, a nigga used Zerk, and I know before you say anything, I know that's not a reason to use Zerk against you, because you're not the nigga that use Zerk, and that logic is like 0 cents. But I used them, and I flawless everybody. And then the next game, not the game that I found you again, but the next game, I used somebody else, and I got killed multiple times. And then I started to realize that even though people don't really like to admit it, Berserker really is a broken ass character, because he has almost one of the fastest lights in the game now. It's almost unreactable, and plus on top of that, the hyper armor. Well, yeah, and on top of that, the hyper armor. On top of that, they added an unblockable. So all the fast lights mixed with the unblockable, mixed with the hyper armor, is just not a good call that Ubisoft has made.
Zerk is the only character on the roster that doesn't have a hard counter. Everybody else on the roster has a character on the roster that can adequately handle it. Zerk is the only character on the roster that does not have a hard counter. He is literally the strongest character in the game, next to a Conk or the Conk Turtle Break.
Yep. And Nobushi used to be like that, except besides Orochi. But other than that, I mean, the way they made Berserker, even a Berserker could beat a Conqueror if he's actually good enough. And that's where it comes down to, where it's like, what is actually realistic and what isn't. Now we understand like the whole concept of berserker, meaning someone that's supposed to like eat attacks and then go on and like attack them themselves, but his damage in itself is kind of stupid, because let's say if you trade a light but he throwing out a heavy, you just got hit for 35 damage, and let's say he does it again, then he hit you with a light and he just knocked you out of your actual attack chain, you know. But yeah, man.
Did you enter the 10K? Did you enter the 10K tournament?
Yeah, I got third place in that.
Yeah, I made it to the quarterfinals. What knocked you out?
Oh shit. Oh, that's what's up. I actually wanted to fight a lot of people. Oh, what knocked me out?
A warlord?
I kept running, not a warlord, but I kept running into somebody who I used to couldn't beat. His name was Rakudo-san, and he was playing Orochi, and I didn't know the matchup that well with Nobushi back then. So, but I choked the game and then ended up knocking me down points, and he had 165 points. No, I had 165 points. He had 170, and Ravelord had like 200 something. So I was literally 5 points away from going to California on the Hero Series tournament the first time around.
I played against Raiders, I played against Peacekeepers and Orochis, and I played against Conquerors throughout the whole thing. I played against Wardens. I played against every character in the game almost by the time I made it to the very end. And then I ran into a guy that was playing Conquer, and this was a stupid rule, I think, is people saying you can counterpick after the first game.
Yeah.
But he counterpicked my Valkyrie from losing with Conqueror with Warlord. I got ledged on 2 games because he was allowed to pick the map. And then on the 3rd round, I was just destroyed because he had the damage off the headbutt, he had the fast 50-50 and stand drain.
And the problem is with like...
had experience with something like that.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem. It's like, if you have a 1v1 tournament, right? If people have the option to constantly pick other characters, then they're always going to be somebody that's counterpicking. So the thing is that there needs to be a character lock from the start when you actually join a 1v1 tournament. That way you can't constantly mix and match up everything like that. Now, let's say if someone has Conqueror. Everybody knows Conqueror is S tier in a tournament, right?
Condog, thank you for the $2.99, bro. And
based off of how he's played from the really, really big competitive people, like Itachi's probably one of the best Conquerors on PS4. And he displayed just the fact of spacing with Conqueror and rolling away makes him just damn near untouchable. And he understands that so well. So like, if you were to showcase that on the actual stage, like when I went to Defend the North and stuff like that, people would boo and people would say this is gay. So that makes the game look bad. So to mitigate that, you need to have like a set rule to where either people can't unlock or either run away, or the character in itself just needs to be taken out of the whole equation. It's the same thing when they did when they had MLG battles, right? And there was a PK. Yeah, game battles. And PK was banned because she was too good. She was too good. So I don't understand why people don't want to put that same concept to what these new characters are. Just because they got a rework doesn't mean they're not as busted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So I think we're done here.
Yeah, GG. Next time I see you, I will just remember to take my LMPs. And not say anything. And if you want that screenshot, I'll give it to you. Alright, GG. Congrats on the tournament. Shit, whatever it was and shit.
Thank you, man.
Peace out. You welcome.
See you.
See you.
Well, that was fun.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Everybody who came out,
nice games.
Well, you watched them?
Of course Kenzo watched him. He's like one of them lurking dirty ass niggas from the subway.
I just didn't want to interrupt because y'all was, having a heart to heart being gay. So I was like, you know what, I'm not even going to chime in.
I'm gonna go.
This has been an Arc Wizard CJ special. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
West Coast, can you feel it? Dirty South, dirty, can y'all really feel it? East Coast, they were West Coast, dirty South, can y'all really feel it? East Coast, West Coast, they were dirty South, here we go, can y'all really feel it? East Coast, West Coast.